Hello guys, this is Rob and here is my top 5 most weirdest and unresolved crimes. Let's get to it. Number 5 is killer paracetamol. In 1982, 7 persons died in Chicago after they consumed a pill of paracetamol which contained poison. Someone had access to the pills before they were released on the market and covered all the pills with poison. Adam Giannos was one of the victims. He had chest pain and took a paracetamol. An hour later, he died. The same day, his brother and his wife, being devastated by the sudden death of Adam, they consumed one paracetamol as well, which led to them dying a few hours later. Another 4 persons died after consuming paracetamol. When the doctors found out that all 7 persons which have died consumed paracetamol before their death, they ran a few tests and they found the poison which was on the paracetamol. As soon as they found out, they contacted the police, which went patrolling through the city of Chicago, warning with big speakers the citizens of the hazards. The person who actually did this was never found. Number 4 is umbrella gun. Gregory Markov was a Bulgarian writer which in 1969 ran away from his country because of the communism. He went to live in the United Kingdom where he got a job for the BBC. He then started doing negative propaganda about the Bulgarian government. A few years later, he was assassinated. Nobody ever found out who killed him. However, everyone said he was killed by the Bulgarian government due to his anti-communism propaganda. However, the weird thing is actually how he got killed. He was waiting for the bus when an anonymous citizen came and shot him with a poisoned bullet used by a gun hidden in an umbrella. Markov then died 4 days later in the hospital from the poison. Number 3 is the chicken and the man without a head. In 1981, there has been a very weird crime reported. A man and a chicken were found dead in a park. The bizarre fact is that both of them were decapitated. Also, a few parts of the chicken were stuck into the man. The police had no clue what happened, so they had to call a specialist. A woman detective which worked on other cases like this and had experience in the case. After studying the crime scene, she said that it was a religious ritual called Sante Ira, a West African religion. She also said that after 42 days, the head will be returned near the crime scene. Of course, no one believed her, and after 42 days, the head was returned. Unfortunately, there was nobody at the crime scene to arrest the person that has returned the head. Number 2 is Taman Shud. In 1984, in a small city of Australia, there has been found the body of a deceased man on the beach. Even though the police tried very hard, the victim was never identified. These are the only information which we know about the victim. The police couldn't find where the clothes of the victim were made in. However, one of his t-shirts were found to be from the USA. Very weird thing is that his fingerprints did not match any person ever living in the USA. The cause of his death is even more bizarre. Even though apparently the victim was poisoned, there hasn't been found any poison in his organism, which suggests a next level assassination. Furthermore, the most bizarre thing is that the little note found in a sewed hidden pocket of his trousers, the note had just 2 words, Taman Shud. The police contacted experts. The experts confirmed that Taman Shud is an expression in Persian which means finished or end. It has been found out that this note comes from a book called Rubaiyat Omar Khayyam. This book was written of a Persian poet. The police launched a national looking for this book until a citizen showed up with the exact book from where the note was missing. However, the book just brought up more questions. On the back of the book there was found a weird code. The police was never able to break this code and the case is still unsolved. And finally, number 1 is D.B. Cooper. In 1971, a man named Dan Cooper got onto a flight which was flying from Portland to Seattle. Once they were in the air, he ordered a whiskey and told one of the staff members that he has a bomb. The stewardess sat next to him and asked to see the bomb. Dan Cooper calmly opened his suitcase in which was the bomb. Then he ordered another whiskey, which he even paid. Dan Cooper was described by the other passengers as a very calm and polite man, aging between 35 to 45 years old. The police got contacted and his requirements were met. He asked for food for the staff, 4 parachutes, and $200,000, equivalent to $1 million today. The plane landed in Seattle where the money, food, and parachutes were given to him. Then the passengers got safely down and the plane departed again, only with the pilots and the lead stewardess, and of course, Dan Cooper. After a while, he jumped with the money and parachute somewhere over the state of Nevada. Even though a lot of resources were spent on trying to find this mysterious man, he could never be caught. Even today, this is the only case of skyjacking unsolved in the history of America. We can pretty much say that this was the perfect crime with nobody getting hurt. And that was all for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked my video, make sure to leave a like, share it so your friends can see it as well, and subscribe because it really helps me a lot. Also, don't forget to check my Facebook page, which is down in the description below. This was Rob. Bye.